Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're doing a try on haul and review of Alphalete's newest launch. So they just did this whole rebrand for Alphalete and this volume 2 stuff. I'm not really sure how the rebrand is working. I know they're just focusing on kind of doing better customer service, faster shipping times, more warehouses, new logos, listening to like customer feedback, launching products that customers want, relaunching products that customers sell out and then like want to buy again. But you know, the whole launch FOMO of like, there's a big thing where brands just kind of do this fear of missing out, so they launch a limited amount of items and then they'll constantly like have launches, but they won't restock it. So it gives you this like sense of urgency that you have to buy something now. And I think what Alphalete is trying to do is like, if something is selling really good and it's really popular, they're gonna restock it and bring it back, so that way you don't have to have that fear of necessarily missing out on something and purchasing it right then and there, which I think is great. I think brands should hold more items in stock, so that way if you do miss a launch or you just aren't aware of it, or you're new to the brand or something and you go to their website and you want to buy something or pick something up to try, they have stuff in stock. You don't have to wait for like the next launch to buy anything. So I think that's good. I think it's a good strategy. But anyways, they launched a whole new collection. Not necessarily new products, but just more colors and stuff that they already have. There's no new collections that we haven't seen before. What I picked up is the Tenacity V-waist because I haven't actually tried that yet. And then I've also picked up just more of the contour because I love the contour and they had some cute colors. So let's just hop right on in. All right, so I did wear this color to the gym and I tried it out, so I have a little bit of some more thoughts on it than just like first impression try-ons, because obviously I wore it to the gym. So my gym thoughts are this color in particular. Let me see what color it is. Bloom. I fell in love with this color. It is so pretty. Just, it reminds me of a hibiscus flower, and that is my favorite flower. I have it tattooed on my ankle, you can see. And anyways, it reminds me of that, so I had to pick it up. This material though, compared to my other contour items that I have, is like a bit stiffer. It's not as soft and stretchy as the other contour that I own. It's definitely more stiff. It felt a little bit more uncomfortable wearing it all day. And then for the bra, I did size up in this bra. It's another version of a bra they've done before, and I did buy it in my regular size previously, but there was just not enough coverage like long wise. Like it didn't cover enough to like go underneath, and it kept riding up, so I was having like spillage under here, or if I pulled it down it would just like be too much of a nip slip, so I couldn't even wear it and I had to get rid of it. But this one I sized up to a medium, and this has worked out much better for me. I love that it has adjustable straps, so that way if I do size up, it can still fit me right here tight enough, which I love. So it offers more coverage with sizing up, and it has the adjustable straps, so you don't have to really worry about it being too loose. So that was a plus on that. And then yeah, like I said with these, the waistband felt stiffer. It didn't feel as like sucking me in as it normally does. And then the material itself was a lot stiffer. And also for this color in particular, it was see-through a little bit. Like you could see my thigh tattoo through it. And I'll try it on and I'll see if I could show you, but just something like this, I thought it was really weird that how deep the color is, it was still see-through enough to where you could see my tattoo. So yeah, I was like a bit shocked with that, but I was wearing a nude thong and you couldn't see the thong through it because it was my skin color. But the fact that you could see my tattoo, I was just like a little put off because of how dark the color is, and on top of it, how stiff the material was. I was just like, okay, where are my regular contour shorts and what have you done with them, because I love this color. I'm gonna keep it, but it doesn't feel like my normal contour. So I was a little sad about that. But I have also not tried on the leggings, so we still have to test those and see what they're like. But let me pop on the Bloom set and show you. Okay, I put on the Bloom set, and I don't know if you can see on camera, but my tattoo right here is like see-through. Can you see it? All the way through here. So if you do, I don't know if you can see my side tattoo. Oh yeah, kind of. So if you do get this color, beware of that. But again, I'm wearing a nude thong, so you can't see through it that much. It's just, you can see this tattoo through the fabric. And that was something I immediately noticed. With the sports bra, so again, I sized up to a medium, and I have a bit more coverage for underneath here, and it doesn't ride up as much, though I probably get a little bit more like fabric here, but not too much, because tightening the straps right here and having these be adjustable really help. If these were not adjustable, a medium probably would definitely have not worked out for me at all, because the straps would have just been too long and it would have just fell off. And then the pads, I think they definitely could have done better. As you can see, they're kind of like wonky around the edges. So that's a little bit of a bummer, because I do like the pads sometimes. And then they also did a sticker logo across the front, which I thought was a bummer, because I hate sticker logos. If you're gonna do a logo, could you please like sew it in, because it's just gonna peel off for me, because I wash my stuff all the time and wear it so much. Like, I'm in the gym every day and wearing gym clothes, like if not multiple times a day. So the fact that it's a sticker logo, hate it. I don't mind a logo being on the front, but I just wish that it was sewn in or something. And then again, these cup pads could just be a lot better. But the medium is good. It is a little bit of a marled fabric. I don't know if you could see on camera. There is definitely a good amount of side coverage. Like, I don't feel like anything's spilling out over here. The straps feel nice and secure. And then the back is super cute and open. The straps are cute. I really don't feel like, they feel tight because they're thin straps, but they don't feel heavy and like they're digging in. I could still wear this bra for a good amount of time because this part is not tight. Moving on to the shorts. So again, these are just like, can you hear it? The material is just a bit stiffer and not as soft as my regular contour shorts that I know and love that I've had. So they just feel a little bit tighter in this area and not as comfortable. They're a little bit stiffer when you try to like scrunch it up the glutes, but they still look super flattering on the glutes. I don't think you really notice with the plain eye that anything's different. It's more so the feel and the comfortability wearing it is when you'll notice the difference. I also have like HS, so just anything down here being too tight and not soft enough and like, I guess just super restrictive and tight. If it's not a soft, flexible fabric, it can irritate it really bad down here. So that's something that I really love about their Aura collection, is it's just super soft. It just slides right over your skin. It's still very flattering without like being so compressive and having it be too tight of a material to where it gets bunched up here and then it's just really digging in down here or anything. Which I normally don't have a problem with contour, but just again, the way the fabric is a little bit stiffer, it causes more of a problem. They did do the sewn in logo back here on the shorts, so that is nice. And then something they did do that I noticed was they did, I don't know if you can see, a printed logo on the waistband itself instead of doing a tag, which I love. I don't think there should be any reason for tags like at this point. You know, we've come this far. We should not have tags on things. It's just annoying to cut it out, and then half the time they're still like scratchy and itchy when you cut them out. So I think just having like a printed on logo, yeah, it might wash off, but it's still way better. And if they really wanted to, just like this. They could like sew it on or something. But the contour shorts up close, they have this cute little side detail right here. It's kind of like this eye knit, like woven material. It's just a bit different. And then it has this dash, not dash, but lined contour that goes under the glutes a little bit. But then the solid panel right here just help contour everything around the glute area. I've just put on the leggings. And again, you can see my tattoo through this color a bit. Hopefully you can see it on camera. I don't know. Maybe back here. But something I immediately noticed is these leggings are way softer and much more stretchy than the shorts. So I'm not sure if the shorts were like just a weird batch or something, because they are like oddly stiff, but these feel much more tight-like and more like the contour, the softness of the other contour that I already own. It's very, like you can hear the difference, I feel. Like it's much softer. The waistband is more cinching. It's not just like tight and sitting there. It's like really cinching my waist a lot more, sucking me in. The material is really like hugging everywhere, but like in a softer way that's more tight-like. So it's not as irritating down here, because stiffer materials are irritating down here for me. And then super flattering on the glutes still. It is contour. I love the contour leggings because they have this waffle knitting detail that goes all the way down the leg and kind of wraps behind. So the contour leggings have this waffle detail that goes down the side, along with like just these lines that kind of scoop and contour the glutes. But then the contour goes down behind the knee here, and then also just like around the ankle. So I think all this just really flatters the legs and the glutes a lot more than the shorts, just because it has more detail to it and goes all the way down the legs to like really accentuate. So this is like the waffle knit. I'm not sure why there's such a big inconsistency between the shorts and the leggings in this color. This feels way different. Like these shorts, they feel so much more stiff and just not as stretchy or soft. And then these leggings, they feel like my regular contour, very comfortable. Like I could go do all my weightlifting and stuff in them and feel locked in, ready to go. And those are just like stiff, and it's like if you put them on and it's just a bit more uncomfortable than how soft these are. So not sure what the inconsistency is there. I'll try on the other shorts that I have in the contour and see if it's a shorts thing or just an odd color discrepancy thing. Quick intermission, but these two colors together look so cute. I have on the next color, which I believe is rose. Yes, this is rose. It is this, let's see if I could get a more true color. Lighter, bright pink. If I come closer, it'll be more true to color. This color is even more sheer than the bloom color. You can totally see my tattoo through here. Maybe. I don't know if you can see on camera, but 100% you can, like, if you look closely enough, you could probably read it. So that's something to be aware of. I'm not sure if you can see my underwear through it. I hope not. I'm wearing nude again, so hopefully you can't see it that much because it'll blend in, but you can definitely see my tattoo through it. So that is something to note. If you wear any darker color, you will see it. So you need to wear your skin tone, and that is it. Going back to the bra, like I said, I did size up. And something I just noticed that irritates me is this padding is so cheap feeling. Like, it is not good. Let me take it out. Like, it's not even cut right. I don't know. So it's probably like another reason why it looks so rivety. Little rivets in the bra. It could be better, okay? Like, I don't want to like have to take that out. So this side has padding, this side doesn't. And you could just kind of see through it, I guess, a little bit. And this side you can't. But yeah, nothing else to really note about this bra that I can think of. It has the cute open back, cross straps, adjustable, good coverage here on the sides. This color is not marled like the bloom color. The bloom color is very slightly marled. It's not super noticeable, but this one is not marled at all. Again, they have the sticker logo right here, which I would prefer if it was just sewn in, or no logo would have been nice too. Again, very, very sheer, so just be cautious with this color. I'm not sure if it's showing up true to color on camera. But this color does not feel as stiff as the bloom shorts, so that is good. I feel definitely more like my regular contour shorts. The waistband hits me right where I want it, right where it should, right at my belly button. It's not too high up to where it's like way up here, and it's not too low to where it's below. It's just like right at and covers, so that is perfect. And then it's not too stiff. It has this eyelet kind of contour around the glutes, and everything looks pretty good. Hopefully, as long as it's not too see-through. Okay, I just put on the leggings and they are so sheer in the rose color. You can see my nude underwear just standing up. I don't know why they're so sheer, because the bra itself is fine. It's like double layered, completely fine. The waistband of these, completely fine. And then it's just so sheer all the way down. You can completely see my tattoo. I think they're even more sheer than the shorts. Like, you can just see my underwear just standing here. And it's not even like an off color. So hopefully you can't really tell too much on camera. But yes, you can see in the back, like, nude thong right here. No need to even squat test these because they are not squat proof at all in the slightest. They're not even standing proof. And that is such a bummer because I was so excited about this color. This and Bloom had my heart this launch. I was so excited for these pinks to come out, and we're gonna have to return this just because I'd rather get my money back than have it sit in my drawer just because I like the color. I'm never gonna be able to wear it because it's not functional. It's not even like relaxing functional. I can't even just wear this to the grocery store. I don't know how these passed to get to this launch because what the heck? Who approved this? Crazy. Because even this color being kind of see-through was crazy. But these, 10 out of 10 don't recommend this color, okay? Unless you don't care. If you don't care about sheerness or being see-through or just standing there nude underwear and you can just completely see it, be my guest. But if you do care about stuff like that and you actually want this to be practical and a functional item for you and you're spending this much money on it, don't waste it there, okay? Next up, we have a new collection. Well, it's not new, it's just different. So they have released Tenacity before, but I haven't personally tried the V-waist yet, and they released a new style of bra in Tenacity. And just putting this on, the material is so soft. It is tight and it kind of like sucks you in, but it's very soft and brushed compared to the contour, which is completely like seamless, sweat wicking. This is a brushed material, and you can see the color probably better up close. So the padding feels a little bit better. It's more circular instead of triangular like the other padding in the other bras. It doesn't seem quite as cheap as the other ones. Right off the bat, I'm loving like how flattering this neckline is and the scoop is. It kind of scoops up here and then it does this little scoop down here. And I love the shape of these straps. They're not just like thick straight up. They kind of come in a little bit, so they're not sliding off my trap so much, which is like one of my biggest pet peeves is when straps are just thick, but they kind of come too wide out, or they just don't sit high enough on the neckline and they just slide down my shoulders. So then I get this look instead of this look. So it doesn't just look as nice. It's got a good amount of coverage on the side right here. I don't feel like I'm spilling out or anything. I do feel like a tiny bit more coverage could be added down here because it is coming up a little bit, but nothing too extreme. I did stick true to size in this sports bra, so I have a size small and not a medium, and it fits me pretty well. I don't think I would want to size up. These straps are not adjustable. The cool thing is about the back here though, you can move the straps, so you can move them like side to side, but you can't adjust them up and down for this part. You could just kind of move them around so you can change the look of how the back is. So this is what it looks like open, and then let's try to close it. I personally like the look of it together, and I think it kind of pulls these straps together a little bit too, so it kind of holds it up, the straps up together in the back. So yeah, I really like this bra. I'm gonna have to test it out in the gym to see how it rides up or not, because I just feel like there could be a little bit extra fabric down here for me to fully love it. But other than that, I like the side covers right here. I love the neckline, love everything else about it. Moving on to the shorts. So Tenacity is a lower rise collection that they have. It's not as high rise as the Contour collection. Contour sits like right here on me, so right at the belly button, like right above, and covers it, whereas Tenacity sits right below, and then this V sits even lower. So I feel like I kind of want to pull it up a little bit, but if you pull up too much, you might get a little camel, just because of how tight the material is, and I think maybe how the like gusset crotch area is sewn, it can give me camel, so just beware of that. CT is a possibility. This material is thicker though than the Contour material, so you can't see through it as bad, especially in this lighter color, but you definitely still can see my tattoo slightly, but not as bad as in the Contour, I don't think. And I'm hoping you cannot see my nude underwear just standing up. I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure you could get away with it, but any color darker than your skin tone or lighter than your skin tone, it's gonna kind of like offset it, and it's gonna be able to be seen underneath, just like my tattoo. So I recommend underwear that is your skin tone, not darker, not lighter with this color, because you probably will be able to see it. But I love the back of Tenacity. I feel like just this simple V is really flattering. Tenacity shorts are a little bit of a shorter rise, but I like that because they kind of go right under the glutes and then they just sit there. They don't really roll. I kind of scrunch them up a bit to be right about here, to where they go all the way around and they just sit right under the glutes. They're not rolling, they just kind of stay scrunched up right here. So that's what I like. And then another thing I find really flattering is that they have this side contour around the glutes. So this, it does so much. A straight line does nothing, but this, I don't know what it is. It's the smallest little detail, but this detail, the small things count, because this counts for everything. It makes it look so much more flattering. And the Tenacity flares that I have that don't have this, so disappointed because it would be so much better and they would look so much more flattering if they had this simple side curved detailing on it. That was a miss. That was a miss by Alphalete. But anyways, the back, it is a lower glute rise like seam. So if you have like short glutes, you might like Tenacity a bit better because the seam does not come up as high or sit as high on the back. It definitely sits a lot lower. So if you have like longer glutes, it might chop them off a little bit, but I find that it still looks pretty flattering even on people with longer glutes. Something else that Tenacity does have is like, it has like a little band around the back right here, and I'm not sure if it's just because the fabric needs it to kind of like stay up a little bit since it is so brushed. The front doesn't have it, so the band goes all the way around and then it stops at this seam right here, and then it just goes right here. And I think if it didn't have it, it might roll or slide down more, and the front doesn't need it because the back has it. I don't know the reason why. Like maybe if they take it out, it would be fine. I don't know. I don't know why it's in there, because I have to believe that it's in there for a reason. Otherwise, who the heck would put a band in the shorts unless it's like necessary to keep them up and sturdy instead of them like sliding down? Because I could see how if like, because the front doesn't have the band right here, I could see possibly how like if there wasn't a band back here and it was like the front, it could slide down easier. I don't know. I really don't. But yeah, that's my only thoughts on it. The band doesn't bother me, but if it bothers you personally, then that's something to take note of. It could maybe like dig into the skin a little bit to make a little kind of like if you lean over, a little pudge or something show easier. But other than that, it doesn't really bother me too much. And there's no band up here, so it's not like digging into your stomach or anything, just along the back side. There were no leggings, unfortunately, in this color. I was so sad because I wanted leggings, like a full set in this yellow. They had a yellow, this is canary yellow by the way, in the contour shorts, but I was already kind of skeptical about this color because of the reviews I was seeing, and then I wanted to get it in the contour, but I didn't know how see-through or sheer it would be. And even Heidi and Christian, they were doing a video and she tried on the contour in the yellow and she said it was really sheer, and Christian agreed it was really sheer. And then I was like, well, if the owners are saying it's really sheer, I'm not gonna get it because it's gonna be too sheer for me, you know? So like, why was that even put out if it was so sheer? Like maybe take the time to add like another layer or adjust the colors. I don't know. I really don't know how it works because I'm not obviously a gym brand owner, athletic wear owner, so it probably takes a lot of like time, and just making those lighter colors in general is just probably really hard, especially to not do sheer. So I'm sure it's the best that they could do, but I just sadly couldn't get it or didn't get it because of how sheer I just knew it was gonna be. And then I'm already gonna have to return the rose color because it's so sheer. So that's a bit of a bummer. I really want a pink like rose or cotton candy pink to be re-released because I really want a pink in that color. I love Bloom. I think it is so pretty, this one. But again, a teeny bit sheer, so stick with your skin color of underwear. Whew. All right, that is everything. So I'm ready to go to bed and eat dinner and get some sleep, but this is the Alphalete Rebrand. It's this little A right here, and it basically just says like become more. It's kind of their new saying, I think. So for the last 10 years, we built more than a brand. We built a mindset, a constant pursuit of growth, pushing limits and setting a new standard. As we step into this next chapter, we want you to know we've been listening. Your feedback, your challenges, and your commitment have shaped what's next. This isn't just a new look. It's a commitment to delivering more in every way. A smoother website, a new app to keep you connected, refined customer service, faster shipping, more ways to bring us together. Every detail has been built with you in mind. This brand has never been about staying comfortable. It's always been about the late nights and early mornings, the extra rep, the last minute push, the moments when no one is watching, but you show up anyway. We're no longer just learning or dreaming, we're becoming more. And thank you for being a part of this journey, and welcome to the new era of Alphalete. So, you know, I think that's great. They launched a new app, which is good. You know, I think everybody has apps now for their activewear, and then better customer service, faster shipping. I think they're going to be doing more community events and stuff to like bring people together. So I think that's kind of just what that was saying. But yeah, overall, this launch for this whole rebrand to be happening, I'm kind of like, okay, were you listening? Because the colors were so sheer. I get that we wanted brights and I love the bright colors, but the fact that like I have to return it, I can't even keep the bright, is like a little bit of a bummer. I don't know, hopefully we can just continue to bring out colors that aren't so sheer and that I'm not gonna have to return and be excited about, but then bummed out about when it arrives, because this color would be so cute. And again, this yellow, super cute, but almost a little too sheer on the bottoms, but I think it's good enough to pass. I don't think the contour yellow would be, so keep that in mind. And then definitely this rose, way too sheer. I don't recommend it. And yeah, so I think it was a little bit of kind of a miss for their whole rebrand, like this to be the first launch, and then for the colors to be super sheer. And then I really also wanted to try their running shorts, but in one of the reviews that I saw, you couldn't even fit your phone in the side pocket. And then in another review I saw, the underneath liner just kind of like would ride up so badly when it stayed down. So I was just like, I'm gonna pass on those because I don't want to get it and then not even have it be usable or feasible for me to use. That was a little bit of a bummer too, because I didn't want to try that. And then the tank tops also I felt like were a little bit loose from what I saw on some of the girls that I watched reviews on. So overall, my thoughts, I like the idea of the whole rebrand and what they're trying to do moving forward, but for this to be the first launch of the rebrand, doesn't really seem like they put their money where their mouth is, if that makes sense, like putting the actions behind the words. So I guess we'll just have to see, because I do love Alphalete. I will continue to support. I just hope that I can keep some more of the items and the colors that I like moving forward. I do want to try some running shorts, so I hope they come out with good running shorts down the line. I like the idea of the nude liner, or like a white liner in the shorts underneath, but I do want it to kind of like stay there, and I do want it to like fully fit my phone and be secure, and maybe like a zipper. I don't know. I'm not on the design team. I don't know who is, but if you're listening, maybe we could do that. Because I love the green, the like Aurora, something like that. Oh, those were so cute. And the running short, come on, those would have been so cute. Okay, anyways. Oh, let me tell you my sizes really quick. So my shorts and leggings, I got size extra small. And then this bra, I got in size small. But these contour bras, I got in size medium. So I sized up in this, true to size in this, and then true to size in all my bottoms. And they all fit perfect. It's just a matter of like the sheerness for why I don't like them. And then the one bloom shorts were way stiffer. So I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my other social media. It's amber.lee on Instagram. I do post a lot more on there than I do on YouTube, but if you want to keep in touch, we can stay in touch there. Other than that, please leave a comment below on what colors you liked, what you think of the whole Alphalete rebrand, and what do you think of this launch specifically for this rebrand. I'm curious to know your thoughts, because do they align with mine? I don't know. Am I being too harsh? Let me know. I will see you guys in the next one.